Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Win right now. But once again, thank you for your support across the entire ecosystem of CoinsKid here. We're building such a fantastic community, okay? And I'm really glad that you're finding these videos educational and helpful in your day-to-day learning and trading or whatever you're partaking in. And it's really good to get some amazing feedback on these videos. Thank you once again for all your feedback and your continued support and comments and stuff like that. So it's great. Brilliant. Thank you. So I'm going to dive into Win right now. This is beautiful, okay? We've got this nice little bounce here. You're starting to form a bit of a bullish cross just there on the 4-hourly time frame. Do you see this? Okay, if you can get this close now, this is really, really good. We do need to see this pump up and keep pumping and close, because look at these yellow lines here. You see how they're starting to form this bullish cross? Do you see that? Because you've got the bearish cross just there. It looks awful. You're being pushed down, pushed down, pushed down. Now, the fact that you've broken up so much, you've dragged the EMAs over your shoulder. You see this? So if you can get that close, beautiful. You've got the bullish cross on the MACD as well. Do you see that? You've got the histogram gone bullish. You've got the RSI relatively healthy looking, a nice little level there up at 58. So you're not completely overbought. This could be a beautiful recovery. And I want to show you another little pattern that I didn't spot this pattern. Someone posted it in the Telegram group there, and it's a really good pattern. I'll show you in a sec. But hopefully, you want to see this. Look at the EMAs on a 4-hourly time frame. If you get that bullish cross, that's a really, really good signal, okay? We target that a lot. Failing that, if you do start to see it break down, you will sort of see this EMA 4-hour retest on the bearish bias where you do start to roll over again. But we've broken out, and so far so good. But again, you need to see that close. So I'm going to show you this pattern right now. As you can see, we've been falling down, okay? And we sort of fell through the 20 on the 4-hour, got a bounce off the 55, come up for air, but then obviously back down again. And all you're doing here, you're just retracing, okay? You're retracing, which is completely normal, completely healthy. I kept saying to you, reassuring you that this is healthy. This is perfectly normal. Don't panic, don't panic. The only time to panic, like I said to you, is on the daily time frame when you start falling through these EMAs, especially the 55, the red line there. You start falling through that and you're dragging the price over your shoulder, okay? And then you're dragging these EMAs like that and you're forming this thing here called a bearish cross. That's a major, major signal to sell and go to the beach, okay? Until that time comes, I wouldn't necessarily worry, because what you're doing, you're going up, hitting a high, falling back down on support, back testing it, confidence to the fact that you're still in the bull market and an uptrend, just like you have done multiple times, okay, in this entire uptrend for Win, where you've gone up there, bottomed out, gone up there, bottomed out, and gone up there, bottomed out. So it's all good. So what I want to show you then is this particular pattern that someone else spotted in the Telegram group there. It's quite a nice pattern. It's a really nice bullish reversal pattern as well. So hopefully this plays out for us. So we'll have a look at this right now. So this particular pattern just here, you've got this sort of pattern going on just here, like this. And this is basically an inverse head and shoulders pattern that you've got going on. Do you see this? And this is a reversal pattern. And what you do, you always get as many touches as you can in the center, especially, okay? On any sort of pattern, get as many touches as you can. And what you've got here, you've got this left shoulder, the head. I know it's not pretty. And then you've got the right shoulder, and effectively, like I've explained before, you come down, you make a low, okay? So the bears are in control. You're being forced down. You're looking at a sell-off. Then you make a lower low. Oh my God, it's really bad. We're making lower lows. It looks awful. But then what you're doing, you're reversing the trend by making that higher low. Do you remember what I said to you about we need to make the higher low in the grand scheme of things, because that shows the reversal. So what you've done, you've basically run out of steam. It's run out of steam on a selling bias, and the buyers have come back in, and it's pushed the price up. And what you've done, you've broken this resistance line of this inverse head and shoulders neckline, okay? And with that, you actually have a price target. You have a price target, which 9 times out of 10, provided you can get the close above it, because you can see you hit it there as resistance, and then you open the next 4-hourly candle, you've actually got 1 hour and 2 minutes left for this candle to remain above this resistance line and back test it as support. Because remember what I said to you, when you go up, resistance becomes support, okay? And then when you fall, support becomes resistance on the way back up. It is really that simple. So at the minute, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, gold. Broken the resistance, gold. Back test the support, even more gold, okay? All the levels are looking good. RSI is looking good. Bullish cross on the MACD on the 4-hour. Histogram going bullish. Volume stepping in. It's looking nice, looking good. So let's not get too excited, but we do need to see this close above this level of resistance right now. Because if it does, you've got a nice little pump here, okay? And what you do, you go from the neckline down to the head, which is roughly something like that level there. Do you see that? Go to the tip of the head. And what you've got a nice little pump up there. And that will actually take you up and break this high here, because that's what you need to see as well, once you start making these patterns, okay, you need to start seeing the reversal in which you're making a higher high, higher high. Do you see this? Let me draw it properly. So if you can get that pump just there up to that level off this inverse head and shoulders, okay, and push on towards that level there, you're actually starting to form higher highs and higher lows. You've got the higher lows there, 1, 2, okay, and you sort of go up in it, that, and then come back down, the higher low sort of thing. Do you get what I mean? And then what you're doing there is you're making higher highs as well. Do you see this? So effectively that high there, that will be higher than that high, and it's higher than this high. So higher highs. So it's a reversal pattern basically. So it's all good. At the moment, it's all good. But what we need is this candle to close above this level of resistance of this neckline of this inverse head and shoulders for continuation and confirmation that you've just got that reversal, you've bottomed out, and you're now marching on and the bulls are back in control for win. So it's all good, but obviously always be aware of breakdowns, okay? And the breakdown is if you was to lose this now as support, because that's what you need to do, you back test it as support to confirmation that you are back in the uptrend. And if you was to lose it, you would start to come down and make a lower low than that, and then potentially a lower low than that, and it's effectively you're just carrying on with that cascade of selling. But what I want to reassure you of here is that Wink, okay, has corrected a total of, since its top sort of up there, it actually corrected down to its bottom 55%. Now do you see what I mean to you about people, you know, I jumped on this project right here, I jumped on this project roughly around here, look back at my first ever video for Win, and I was forewarning people, don't buy the tops, right? Don't buy high and sell low, because the best thing you can do is always going to roll over, okay? Always going to roll over. It's really extended, especially from the 4-hourly EMA. It's always going to roll over. Always come wait and buy the backtest and confirmation of support. So right now, you've got that sort of confirmation. You've got this reversal. You've backtested all this support, and you're looking at a nice little trade here, potentially. If it can hold this, you know, if you see this backtest of support now, it's already gone up off this bottom, which was fantastic. But if you see this confirmation of support, you could be looking at a lovely little 80% trade there for Win. And you know what? As it approaches that, you've got a price target. And I'm going to drop that price prediction right in for you right now, providing we can get this close and backtest the support. We're looking golden to get back up to that previous high, and then obviously a new all-time high. So what I'm going to do is zoom out on the daily, and I'm going to give you a price prediction. So we'll do this on the daily because it might be a bit easier to see. So what you do when you do your price prediction, you drop the fib on the bottom. So that's basically a swing low just there. And then you go to the swing top, okay? So that's your top, your bottom. And from that, what you're doing now, you've retraced, okay? You've retraced, you found a base, and now you're starting to form a next impulsive wave. Hopefully, don't take this as financial advice, but hopefully we've found a bottom and we can now start marching on, okay? We do need to see this candle close above that. Remember that on the 4-hourly time frame. And also, you know, you are going to see your hit levels of resistance on the way back up here. You know, you've got these levels which I've spoken about so many times that you do need to see yourself get through. And you can see where this particular price target is here out of this inverse head and shoulders is bang on the golden ratio, okay? So as you go up, you will hit resistance. That's a fact, okay? You'll see hit resistance, roll back, go up, resistance, roll back. But what you want to see is yourself getting through these levels of resistance and backtesting the support. So go up, hit that, you'll sort of come down, then go back up, get through it, backtest the support, go through it, backtest the support, go through it, backtest the support, and look at that, you're there, right? But once you get through that, because this is a new impulsive wave forming, you are looking at a price prediction of that for Win. So from here right now, not financial advice, but that is a whopping 145% trade appreciation there on Win token to its next all-time high, which will be the 1414 extension there, which is 00412228. Okay, so we'll drop that in there right now for Win. And that's looking good. It's looking good. It's looking, hopefully we've got this sort of recovery. We've fallen out of this sort of falling type of wedge pattern that we've got going on. And yeah, it's all good, but hopefully we can march on. But like I said to you, you do need to see yourself close above that target there, that resistance line. Basically close above, I think I've already stipulated what the price was. Let's have a look. Basically see yourself close above 00161416. Get that close above that, and then you sort of confirmation that you're going to start marching on, and it's all good and all golden. But again, if you start to roll over and fall back down, then you can't lose that low there. You can't lose that low there, because you're rolling over and you're going to actually go lower on the grand scheme of things, and that is 000133090. So please take note of that, okay? But it's all good. It's all good. You know, like I said to you, you've gone through a roughly 50% correction there, which is very, very normal. It's very, very common, okay? Very, very commonplace across crypto. So if you're new to crypto, welcome to crypto. It's part and parcel of the journey, I'm afraid. What goes up must come down, and when it comes down, it shakes people out. I'll catch you tomorrow in another video. Please stay strong, stay safe, and most importantly, stay tuned. And thanks for your support. Bye bye.